What's up, guys? So IGN dropped this video about a week ago. I had wanted to do a video about this, but I had some concerns, and those concerns were alleviated. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this video. Like I said, I didn't think I was gonna make it. So unfortunately, I did watch it once, kind of just for like enjoyment value. I didn't really do any scrutinizing, so we're gonna watch it together, and I'm gonna do some heavy scrutinizing. And we're gonna do my normal review takeaway after that. So if at any point in the video you're like, man, he's got some good points, or man, the Potatonator has a really good voice, just go ahead and hit that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. So let's jump into it.
Okay then. Catchy tune.
Excuse me. Do you know where... Hush! Artie's in the middle of a show.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
Hey, I'm looking for Ilmo Koskela, owner of the trailer park.
Then you're in luck. Introducing the brothers who need no introduction, the Koskelas. Ilmo voted Businessman of the Year by the Bright Falls Herald, and Jaakko, a stay-at-home dad.
I'm proud of that.
I missed that Anderson sense of humor. It's great to see you again, Saga.
Yeah, super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry, they've been handled.
Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories? Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Jaakko. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you.
Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Jaakko and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand.
Yep.
Fuck! FBI, show yourself!
There's after
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
Hello? Anyone here? Nope.
Did they get out? Did the Taken get them? Or were they turned into Taken? I'll need to get the key to the trailer park myself. Ilmo said the key is kept in the gift shop safe. Locked. Need something to jimmy it open with. A list of maintenance work. A screwdriver. Huh. Coffee World. The most caffeinated place on Earth. And yet nobody's here to help me get that key. Using screwdrivers to break into gift shops isn't exactly standard procedure.
You come to IGN for game reviews, to laugh, to cry, to care, because we scored them a 7.
Hold up. A 7? Pringles and IGN are teaming up to give you the power to rate your favorite games and immortalize them as icons.
This should get that gift shop open. is that safe?
All right, well, there's that. Let's go back to the beginning. But first off, let me know down in the comments. Actually, I wanted to go back this far real quick. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of the gameplay. Are there any theories that you think of, just before I even dive into it, what you thought of watching this? And I'll try and answer as many as comments as I get and as they come. But first off, let's just jump in back to the very beginning. I did skip this portion because the IGN commentator does talk for a little bit, so I didn't want to get that into the video. But real quick, it's right here. You can see same thing. Big, huge local girl. So now the main difference is I want to consider this as Return 3. And if you go back to one of my other videos reviewing the talk show, Alan's said Initiation 1. So I would just, like, looking at that, want to assume that their gameplay is separate. So Alan is actually writing Initiation Inside the Dark Place, and Saga is potentially reading through Return with the manuscript pages. And it was interesting, even the first time watching it, I noticed that there were no manuscript pages. And then while watching the review, the IGN commentator said that they actually had to remove the manuscript pages from this playthrough because they were really spoilery. So they had to take them all out. They're like, apparently this particular area is really lore heavy. So they had to remove that all from the playthrough so that it wouldn't really spoil anything. So let's continue there. So we're going to skip back this a little bit. So get past.
Enjoy.
Oop. Oh, okay. I got it. I didn't want to get his voice in there too much. So right here, it's Auntie. It's Auntie. So that's a super nice Control tie-in right there. Thinking back onto it, I can't remember where in Control he took a quote-unquote vacation, but I know he said it was somewhere nice and sunny or whatever. But that's complete contrast to Watery, which is, the place that they're in right now, which is near, sorry, I just cracked my finger, sorry about that, which is near Bright Falls. It's not Bright Falls, but it's pretty darn close. His background, though, is nice and sunny. It's a picture of, I want to say, an island like Tahiti or something like that. So he could have been a play on words. Ati never really spoke straightforward. It was all riddles and stuff like that. So this was a really nice Control deal. So, and then going through and listening to the song. I know some people have translated the song, so I'm not going to go there with anything like that.
Okay then. Catchy tune.
So, it's a good song though.
Excuse me. Do you know where Auntie's in the middle of a show?
Okay, so first off, listening to the response, she already knew who she was. And according to the gameplay, and as we go further, we'll notice that Saga has no idea who any of these people are. To her, this is the first time she's been in Watery. So the fact that they already knows it, and she does comment on it, that people are acting like they already know her.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
So then she walks off, and then we finally meet the Koska brothers.
I'm looking for Ilmo Koskela, owner of the trailer park.
Then you're in luck. Introducing the brothers who need no introduction, the Koskelas. Ilmo voted Businessman of the Year by the Bright Falls Herald, and Jaakko, a stay-at-home dad.
I'm proud of that.
I miss that Anderson sense of humor. It's great to see you again, Saga.
Yeah, super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
All right. So right there, going back a little bit, again, everybody, the both of brothers were like, "Hey, it's good to see you again." And she's like, "Who are you? I don't know who you are." you think you know me, I don't know you. So it's an interesting to think about. And then she's like, you get the choice options, which that's kind of cool that you get to choose what you want to talk about. So like the option that she got was talking about the cult or talking about the trailer park, which in the gameplay is the trailer park is chosen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories?
All right, so now that line is obviously this is further into her gameplay than what we've seen of like Alan's gameplay. Alan's gameplay is like early on because it's Initiation 1 versus Local Girl 3 for Return 3. So she already knows that the story is affecting the reality around her. So that's an interesting thing. And I kind of paused it, and you can see right here that there's an outline of the brother while picking a choice, because it comes up as a note. And the fact that you can just flip from in the middle of a conversation to the mind place is amazing. That's awesome. And now she uses the profiling board here. So looking at it, this is super spoiler right here. So of course, on the full right, it's Alan Wake. So she's already met Alan Wake in some form or fashion. It could be Alan Wake. She could have met Mr. Scratch. Don't know at this point. But this is Nightingale. What happened to him? So that's kind of really spoilery. But if you're unaware, Agent Nightingale, quote unquote, disappeared from the original Alan Wake. He got grabbed by the darkness when they were in the Bright Falls police station. But yeah, that's extremely spoilery. That's obviously something happened to him, and obviously you encounter him because in a different Saga gameplay, she does comment on that. Then the Koskela brothers, obviously, and then the Bookers. I, in my research, haven't come across the Bookers. If somebody else has, please let me know in the comments below who they are, what they're doing, stuff like that. But then as she goes through it, oops, come on. Thank you.
Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yakko. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
Okay, so going through that sequence, is that her also using the story to witness those memories, or is that just her profiling ability? Because obviously she didn't witness the Koskela brothers talking about that or talking about her trailer and her daughter. So that's interesting to see as well. That's all I can say on that one, because that one kind of confused me, is the fact that she can recall these things if she didn't experience them. Or rather, I should say she can recall these things as if she's experienced them. And then, of course, going through that, she now has a third option to ask to see her trailer.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you.
Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yatko and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
And of course, that's rather convenient that she can't take the main road. She has to take an ominous side road. just as an aside.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep.
Now, this part was rather interesting because of...
Fuck!
So obviously it's an axe. Someone threw it at her. Yeah, we know.
FBI, show yourself!
But the fact that this particular Taken has multiple powers, whereas in the original Alan Wake, there were just different sets. One Taken was normal, one Taken had the speed ability, one Taken had the split. That was in American Nightmare. I don't remember the split being in... Was the split in the original Alan? I just played it too. I don't think so. But if it was, then I forget. But it definitely was an American Nightmare. Now, she dodged that, and that's something that returns from that. I know not a lot of people like the slow-mo, but I did. If you got like a perfect dodge, I have yet to see it in a trailer at all. So I hope it's they put it in. If not, I will be a little sad, but that's just a personal opinion. Okay, so once again right there, using the flashlight, it's slightly lower, the sound of you burning away the darkness, and it's not as high-pitched as it was in the original. And you don't get such an annoying pop explosion when you burn it away, it was really good to see that they kind of toned that down. But it's nice, it's a deeper sound, and it's actually much more satisfying, I want to say, when you burn away the darkness than it was in the original. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. All right, oh, too far. Let's see if I can get it just right. There we go. Perfect. Such and such. You'll see it later as well, but they obviously have a new damage system. So also the Taken in this game are much tankier than they were in the original Alan Wake. If you could pop a headshot once or twice, they'd go down. But in this one, it seems it's much more of the survival horror. They're much more tanky. So it takes multiple shots. I haven't seen any leg shots as of yet, mainly headshots, body shots. But if it's going to be playing similar to like Resident Evil, I would assume that you could kneecap them and they would go down for a little bit, maybe give you some breathing room while they're down, stuff like that. Then she pulls out the shotgun, and she instantly one-tapped that guy, which is kind of cool. Now, so right there, and that was one of the things I was wondering for combat is, are you able to shoot projectiles? Like, because in the original Alan Wake, I was able to every so often, not really, because as the Potato Nader suggests, my aim is horrible. But you actually could shoot stuff that was thrown at you to prevent it from hitting you. It kind of looks like she did that, but the axe still hit her. So I don't know on that one. And that one looked like she dodged it, but it still hit her as well, so I don't know. And then another shotgun shot, and she took her out.
People turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story?
And so again, another inner monologue, which this is one of the biggest things for Alan Wake, is these inner monologues. It's one of the best things that Remedy does about this, with the character talking to themselves, and it's fantastic. But as you see here on the screen, she's got this kind of Resident Evil type, and it's not even like Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 4, like it's Resident Evil 5, the one where you can literally just bring up the menu and use the items. You can quick bar, quick button certain items so that you can swap really quickly. So there's the locket. I don't know what the locket's for. Again, let me know in the comments down below if you know what the locket's from or for. That way I know as well. But you got the handgun on left D-pad. You've got the shotgun on the right D-pad. Looks like painkillers upper, and then flares on the bottom, which is kind of cool. You've got the ammo. You got battery power cells. You see that down here. She's got the so it looks like you get 4 sections for each battery, which is kind of cool, and her shotgun ammo. But she's using, looks like, trauma pad. That's what that says. So that's kind of cool. It must heal. Oh, it's it's down here. It's a trauma pad. Totally missed that. Easy bandage restores a good amount of HP. So they don't actually give you like a number, which is again another kind of trope of survival horror. You don't know how much you really need to heal. But as you get through as you're playing, you will understand how much it heals, and then you just kind of use it. So,
or both.
That's cool. You have to use it as the heal. That's almost similar to The Last of Us, where you actually have to use the item to heal.
Hello? Anyone here?
And so now we're here at Coffee World, which obviously is a theme park. So
Did the
just
Taken get them?
fully themed on coffee, which is
Or were they turned into Taken?
probably one of the best
I'll need to get the key to the trailer
places
park
on
myself.
Earth.
Elmo said the key is kept in the gift shop safe. Locked. Needs something to jimmy it open.
So again, let's go back there a little bit. Nope, too far. No, too far. There we go. Again, this is that type of inventory system like Resident Evil or whatever. You have items that you need in order to unlock certain things, or in this case, Jimmy opened the lock because she doesn't have a key. It's interesting that these manuscript fragments, torn fragments, and manuscript page used in the mine place to upgrade Saga's weapons. So in actuality, not only do you actually have full manuscript pages that you read, but it looks like there's pieces that you use, which is kind of cool, to upgrade all your weapons and things like that. And it looks like there's a cap of 999. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Needs something to jimmy it open with.
And so then again, she goes over, you see the magnifying
A
interaction.
list of maintenance work.
Right here, you see she's looking at the different information. But here on the left, it shows that you need 2 pieces of information, but you have 4 different ways to go. So that means you kind of have to pick and choose. I know when watching the other video with the full commentary from the IGN person who played this, you will have to go through, and apparently sometimes you can even fail. So, and then so with that, now I lost my train of thought. Shoot. No, with the fact that you can potentially fail with your the progress board or the investigation board or even the plot board, I would assume that in order to that would kind of be tied toward Alan's gameplay, where he'd actually have to get something wrong in order to progress because it's the dark place. I don't know how that would translate into Saga's gameplay, but let's continue. So she picks that entry there, and then she picks this.
Huh.
And then once again, she'll just quickly flip. Oh, doesn't? No? Oh, not here? Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, so the case board. I called it a plot board. The plot board's Alan's. But
Coffee
then...
World, the most caffeinated place on Earth. And yet nobody's here to help me get that key.
Mm-hmm. So then she puts it all together. The IGN commentator said that this was a little clunky in his opinion, which they've already are looking at. They took a lot of his feedback, but you can kind of tell that it's kind of clunky because you actually have to put them in these places and then they kind of like snap into place. You can tell that, you know, you see the player is just trying to move it around, and then it'll snap into place where it goes.
Screwdrivers to break into gift shops isn't exactly standard procedure.
All right, so it goes back there, and I was wondering because you see the interactions and she just walks past them, but you see them when you're coming back toward the gift shop, and those are actually crossbow bolts in the ground, which, again, speaking of the crossbow that she just happened to have when flipping to the coffee world, there was an actual additional section that they showed in the commentary where you actually have to solve puzzles in certain instances to open boxes or things like that. And that's how he got the crossbow for Saga, was that he solved one of these puzzles and opened the box. So obviously the percolator, if any of you are from the United States watching this, and maybe you're from Illinois, I know the best way to describe this is from Six Flags in Illinois. It is a tilt-a-whirl. Now, that was an interesting thing. First off, she immediately shot him, so he had no aura, no smog to clear, but she was still under the control as a Taken. So that's interesting. The second one was the phrase he said. If you didn't catch it, let's listen to it again. He literally says, "Show me the clicker." So obviously the dark place is still trying to get that because it's the biggest thing. Obviously it hurt Barbara in the first game and everything like that. But does that mean Saga has the clicker? Or what does that entail? Does she actually have the clicker, or is it just something that the character said and that knows about because it's being controlled by the dark place? So that's really cool. Another thing that you see here is exactly right there, is she literally destroys the cup. So the destructible environments are going to be that's really cool. And the fact that they showed this off here is really neat. So once again, tanky character. She three headshots, and then you have this character who now has the shadow that she needs to burn away. Oh, did she get? No, not yet. No, still there, but it was right there, like in the shoulder, like complete bullet hole, which is kind of cool. She doesn't dodge this, which it was probably could have been easier to dodge, but that's just my actual player instinct. No, not there. There it is. So better view this time of the actual body destruction system. So obviously, being taken, they don't feel the pain or anything like that. But the fact that you can literally rip the flesh off of them, that's kind of cool. But you can see the chest bone and everything like that. That's just really interesting, a little grotesque. See, again, that kind of looked like a perfect dodge. You don't get the slow-mo, but I can see if they don't put it in, I can see why. Because this is more of a survival horror. It's not the action type game that the original Alan Wake was. So the slow-mo dodge would take away from that aspect. So she finally takes him down. It took, what, 8, 9 bullets? That's a lot.
Hey, this should get that gift shop open.
And she found the screwdriver. So she's healing with the painkillers. And it's funny because I guess they're just showing off the inventory, which also I'm pretty sure, did she? Oop, a little too far. She had flipped the gun around when she took out the painkiller, so I don't know if that was a glitch or what. That looked a little weird. But now she's going back up to the gift shop because she found the screwdriver. Now, I do like the progression of the weapons. When coming up here and she's using the crossbow literally was one hit. Like, it was a headshot, and it completely took this Taken out after she burns away the... So, that's fantastic. That looks really slow to reload, though, so that's a give and take there. It's a reward system on using it, but then having to reload that. Yeah, she switches back to the pistol. Again, that was 5. And that right there, same thing as Alan Wake. She used the flashlight to stun the Taken, which is really kind of cool as well. She did it, I think she does it like twice. Yeah, even from long range, which is really kind of cool. She missed right there. But that was really cool that you can use the flashlight just like in the first game to stun them, to stop them from moving. But see, as you can see right there on the bottom, I don't know, I pointed, I don't, you can't see me, unfortunately, I don't have a cam yet. But on the bottom here with the interaction, you can see crossbow bolts in the ground that you can pick up as reloads. Either that or it's a different type of arrow, but obviously that's a feather tip there, so. Or those could be tops, like as a toy, I'm not sure. Then obviously she's going back to the gift shop to open it up. And then just like Resident Evil, you use it. Which is cool though, you get a little kind of scene there.
Now where is that safe?
And she looks around the gift shop and that's it. So again, this was IGN's 11-minute gameplay video of it. They also do have where the IGN writer who did this actually went and played the game. He talks over it. At least I'm pretty sure it's the same person. Talks over it. They do have some additional scenes where they were showing how he got the crossbow for Saga. They also showed that, in fact, the coffee thermoses do in fact return as a save point, similar to typewriters in Resident Evil. Like, that's the easiest comparison I can make it to. Literally, it's the same thing. I'm just glad you don't have to find like the thermos tops. Like you did have to find the ribbons, you know, in the harder difficulties to be able to save. I hope that's not a thing. But definitely, they keep putting out these videos, and Alan Wake 2 just looks better and better and better with each passing video, each passing day. I cannot wait to play this game. I'm going to continue doing the reviews as the videos come out, so definitely subscribe for all of that content. Let me know what you all think about everything in the content, and if you haven't seen any of my other reviews, go ahead and click the box that's on the screen right now to see them all. I'll be back.